Today I'll be talking about something that has been on my mind for a few months, and that is horror channels. Mostly the ones that are repetitive, lazy, and weirdly animated. And now when you hear all of this, you can't name one single channel. And you might be right, but I actually found one channel that resembles all three of these categories. And that is IMR Scary Tales. These people cannot help but do the same shit every single fucking time. They see a very popular company like McDonald's, and then they just make a few stories about them, and they're as repetitive as you can see. But I'm not going to talk about that one. I'm going to talk about the Snapchat horror stories. My golly, they are so scary that they almost made my balls drop. The first story is about a girl, and there are quite a lot of stories about a girl. And anyways, this is about a girl who gets a Snapchat notification from one dude named Mr. Cutthroat. I swear to God, they could have named him anything else but Mr. Cutthroat. That is the most lame name I've ever heard. Okay, all jokes aside, this story is pretty lame. It takes the cliche route of, a stalker is following a woman. I'm not making a joke where, this stuff doesn't happen. Obviously, this stuff happens pretty often, where a woman gets stalked by a guy. Yeah. And, it's just not scary. I'm not making fun of people, who've had these experiences or anything. It's just somebody submitted it as a scary story. So, it's supposed to be scary, but it's not. The ending is basically like, oh, her cat got decapitated, and that's why his name is Mr. Cutthroat. I'm sorry, but that is not good, alright? I just didn't get scared by the first story at all. Okay, I am not joking with this part. There was one plot line where she mentioned like a dude with a cap that she thought like that was the stalker or something, and that plot line straight up goes nowhere. And I mean, with stories like these, like, why would you even mention it? If you weren't 100% sure if it was the stalker or not, then why even mention it in the submission? Alright, to just summarize this entire story, it's very boring. I just had a blank face when watching it. It wasn't really that entertaining to me. I just watched it, and that was it. I didn't feel any type of fear or anything. I wasn't, like giggling in my boots saying, oh, what's gonna happen to her? Or, oh, what's gonna happen to this? There is a clear difference between fear and not fear, because this isn't fear at all. This is more like kiddie show type of fear, where it's just not scary at all. Now the second story is, kinda better, I guess? I mean, there are some parts in the second... Damn it. There are some parts in the second story that are actually very good. And, like the part where, a girl rapidly cuts a toe off. And, you might need to see that for yourself because it was pretty wild. And there was a big coincidence when I watched the second story. And it perfectly highlights one of the things that I don't like about modern horror story animated channels, and that is bad animation. I seriously cannot believe how dogshit the animation for the second story was. There was this one dude that just ran like a fucking girl. Look at this! I'm not even joking with you! How does Llama Arts make better animation than most horror story animated channels? I just don't get that. Just put more work into your animations. Do not make trash animations like this. Alright, before this video continues, if you're liking this video, like and subscribe, because at the end of the year I'm planning on getting 100 subscribers, so hopefully you guys can help me out. Anyways, let's continue the video. Now it's time for the third video. Does it fit the same category of the beginning of the video? Well, sadly no, because this video is really the opposite of laziness. It is actually a pretty good horror story. I like the part where they built up to a jump scare. You might really need to watch the, video to understand the, story that I'm talking about right now. Honestly, one good story is not going to make me change my opinion on horror story animations, because most of their stuff is just lazy and all of the stuff I just said in the beginning of the video. And I honestly want a lot of people to use llama arts as, as an example of true fear. My favorite video on llama arts is Smiling Man. Now this video that they made is true fear. Each time I watch it, it just makes me shiver to my boots. You guys really need to watch it to understand what I'm talking about. And yeah, a lot of horror story channels need to use Smiling Man as an example to get true fear. Now, a lot of you might be thinking that, why didn't I show some footage about, the videos? And that's because I want you guys to watch them for yourselves, alright? Because I really want you guys to watch this video and get where I'm coming from. If you like it, then you like it. If you hate it, then I guess you're in the same boat as me. Anyways, I'm gonna milk one more video on this, and it's going to be a big video. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Bye.